Hi everyone, it's Chloe here and I'm the owner and creator of Emmy Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Before I start today's video, I would like to thank Tokyo Treats and Sakura for sponsoring this video. I'm so excited about these treat boxes. The last time I received these, my family absolutely loved every single item in them. So now I've got the next box for Tokyo Treats and the next box for Sakura. So I'm going to show you guys what's in them. For those who don't know what Tokyo Treats and Sakura are, they are treat boxes containing the yummiest Japanese treats, allowing you to enjoy Japan in the comfort of your own home. Tokyo Treats is a Japanese subscription box that contains 20 exclusive, limited edition, and seasonal treats that are available in Japan for a limited time, while Sakura is a monthly, authentic Japanese snack subscription box that supports local Japanese snack makers. It contains 20 traditional snacks, teas, and a special Japanese tableware. So for this month, the theme for these boxes is Christmas. I have really fond memories of Japan during Christmas, and snacks like the Quincas strawberry chocolate cake in the Tokyo treat box really takes me back. The Sakura theme is holiday in Hokkaido, which is the most magical place during winter. I went there to snowboard with my hubby, and the food there is also amazing. I got really excited when I saw the Hokkaido butter cookie and the matcha genmai chatty. The tableware in this box is so beautiful and is designed by Indigo User and Dish. Each box also contains a booklet containing all the snack information and allergen information. It also contains information about Japanese culture. These boxes are honestly the perfect gift for Christmas, so if you're interested, just head over to the description box below to purchase these amazing treat boxes. Also, don't forget to use my code for a special discount. Okay, so now that all the snacking is done, I can sit down and talk to you guys about what I've been up to for the week. It has been a really busy week for me. I've been busy packing orders, been busy making toys and packing those toys in terms of my physical orders, and you can see in the video that it's my last batch of Zodiac toys that I'm making, so I'm not selling those anymore. But it was really nice to, you know, finish them off and then just know that, okay, I'm not gonna get these toy orders anymore. I can focus on my other orders, such as my kits. So there's been a lot of packing kits. I don't know if it's because it's almost Christmas, so people are putting in the Christmas shopping a lot earlier this year, or maybe not actually, because I just realized it's actually the end of November already, and there's actually just 1 month left till Christmas, so I guess it's not really early Christmas shopping at all. But to me, I feel like with everything that's happening with my business and in my personal life, it just feels like, oh, everything's happening at the same time. But anyways, so been busy packing those kits, and another thing is I also launched or released my advent calendar pattern bundle, so that is finally out in the world. I am so excited and so relieved that it is finally out and it's done, and I don't really have to think about it too much except for some marketing and promotional stuff that I have to do on my social media. But other than that, it is finally out. So if you are interested to purchase that advent calendar, it's available in my Etsy store and also my website, and currently there is 20% off all patterns on all platforms. So if you want to snag a really good bargain, because right now the advent calendar on my website is around $36 with the sale on top. If there's no sale, it's like $40 something. So it's a good time to purchase that bundle, because there probably won't be another sale until I release my next patterns, which actually I'm not sure like when that is gonna happen, because I've got 2 Christmas patterns that I still need to write up, and that hasn't happened yet because I've been so busy, which has been really annoying me because I really want to get those Christmas patterns out before Christmas. But yeah, so advent calendar done, and just reflecting on the advent calendar and the time it's taken me and the processes that's taken me. Like, I didn't realize how long it actually took me to deliver something like that. I knew it was going to be a challenge, and I think that was the reason why I wanted to do it, because I wanted to challenge myself and, you know, see how I would go with designing, you know, 24 patterns in a short period of time. And if you guys have been following my progress, you would have seen my video from a couple of weeks ago, or more than a couple of weeks, probably a month ago, where I brought you guys on the journey of designing those characters. And it was a 2-week process of designing. And prior to designing, there was a whole week process of me just researching and just sketching up potential designs and just thinking about what I want to create. So there was a whole week prior to creating those toys, where I was just planning and thinking about what I wanted to do. And then once the toys were done, I honestly thought it would just take me 1 week to write the patterns, but it took me 2 weeks to write the patterns and to proofread it myself. And even then, there were still mistakes, and that's the reason why having testers is so important. I had almost 50 testers for this pattern pack, which is, so basically I had 2 testers per pattern, and honestly I felt I was really glad that I made that decision, because I basically gave each tester 1 pattern to test, so that they only had 1 pattern to focus on, because I feel like if I was to give multiple, they may miss on a few things. And a few of my testers actually made multiples. They made more than 1 of the toy that they were allocated. So I'm really glad that I, you know, set out that Google form, and I had, you know, over 200 submissions to test for me, which was absolutely amazing. And from the 200, I selected almost 50 testers, and this is probably the most testers I've ever contacted, so I had to be really organized. I had an Excel spreadsheet of all the testers with their contacts, with their Instagram handles, so that I knew exactly where to contact them, whether by email or whether via Instagram, and just making tabs on who responds back in terms of their comments as well, making sure that everyone was on time with their deadlines. So it's a lot of organizing as well. So that process was another week. I gave my testers 5 days, but in reality, I wasn't going to check it until after I received all the emails anyway. So really, it took me 1 week to really filter through the emails. And then once I got all the comments, I had spent, how long? I think a week. I spent a week to make all the changes that my testers sent me, which was really good, because there were some really bad mistakes in that pattern pack, which I was really embarrassed about, because there was one pattern, I forgot what it was, maybe it was the mountain, but I had a mistake in the first sentence, and it was literally, it could have changed the whole pattern. But thankfully my pattern testers picked it up and they told me straight away, and I got that fixed. So if for anyone who's planning to, you know, create your own digital patterns and your own designs, it's so important to have testers and to give your consumers and your buyers the confidence that your product is 100% correct and perfect. Like, obviously it won't always be perfect. There may be some, you know, spelling errors, or you forget like a full stop somewhere, but you want to make sure that your pattern itself is right. So I know a few people are probably really shy about contacting people to test for them, but honestly, the crochet community is the best community, and everyone is so friendly, so sweet, so encouraging, so supportive as well. So don't be shy about reaching out to people and asking them for, you know, some help with testing for you. So yeah, really important to test your patterns, as I know from previous patterns and also through this pattern test. But yeah, so once it was done, pattern testing, the pattern testing was done and I made the changes. I had to create the graphics for Instagram, for my Etsy store, for my website, and that took a week as well. Like, why did it take me so long? It usually wouldn't take me so long, but I think I just wanted to make it really clear that there are 24 patterns available, and it is a digital product. So I actually did a collage of all the pages, and there's 77 pages. This pattern is the biggest I've ever done. 77 pages of just patterns, and I created a like a collage of just all the pages stacked on top of each other, just so that people can see a glimpse of what they will get. And I feel like that's so important when it comes to releasing a digital product. I know when I was purchasing digital patterns before I started releasing my own patterns, I would always see if there was a little bit of a snippet of, what the pattern would be like, whether there were photos or anything, and the layout of it all, whether it was clear and stuff. So again, that's just trying to add to the consumer confidence as well. But yeah, once that was done, and that took a week, I finally released it. And based on my calculations, that took me 8 weeks. That was a 2-month process, so which is the reason why I'm so excited and relieved and just glad that it's done and over. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually quite exhausted from that whole process, which is probably the reason why I haven't worked on my other patterns yet, because I just need a break from pattern writing, because I just spent 2 weeks in front of a laptop writing this pattern pack. And for those who know, based on my previous videos, I'm not the type of person to always sit in front of my computer screen for long periods of time. That was the reason why, one of the reasons why I left my office job. Because I just couldn't stay in front of a computer, couldn't stay in an office environment. It was just not for me. And so after that 2-week period of just sitting in front of a laptop, writing patterns out, I was like, okay, I am not touching a computer for the next 2 weeks. And to be frank, I've touched my laptop, but only for like 30 minutes to check my emails, and that was it. But yes, I will get those other 2 Christmas patterns out soon, hopefully before Christmas. But anyways, I just started rambling about this whole process that I took with my advent calendar, but it's finally out, it's finally done. That was one of the things that I did this week, and I'm really happy, I'm really proud of myself. I'm just pleased that people are really excited, and I can't wait to see how other people interpret the patterns and what they bring out from my pattern as well. I love seeing the little changes that people make, and also their creativity shine as well. So yeah, so that was one of the things. The other thing that I've been doing is a lot of crocheting. So you would have seen my little Santa that I did in my previous video, and I said in my previous video it was part of a hobby challenge that I signed up, which is sponsored by Hobby, and it's all through Instagram. If you're following me on Instagram, you have seen that I've been promoting the Black Friday sales for Hobby. And because I got so much Hobby yarn, I was like, you know what, I'm going to use some of the patterns from my advent calendar and create some chunky versions of those toys. And basically I just spent the week just crocheting. I didn't crochet as much as I wanted to, only because I was so busy with packing orders, packing kits, doing all sorts of things. So I've just been, trying to get as much crocheting in as I can. Also, the reason being is because I have a market coming up in 2 weeks, which I'm really underprepared for. I'm not ready for it. I don't know how much stock I have. I don't know what I need to add to this market, because it's a 2-day long market. I've never done a 2-day long market before. And I really have all my fingers and toes crossed that I have enough stock. I know I need to make some dim sum for the market. I also want to make some Totoro toys because they were so popular in my last market. But all those things take time, and because I only got 2 weeks left, I haven't even organized how I want my table to look and everything. You know, do I want a Christmas tree on my table? Do I want, you know, a new card stand for all my cards so people can actually see them? Which I actually think I should really buy one. Maybe I'll just have a look on Amazon and see because I know I have Amazon Prime, so I know if I purchase it today, it'll probably get delivered by tonight or tomorrow morning. So I probably should do a little quick research and just see if there is anything on Amazon. And also there's the Black Friday sales as well. So, okay. I am like, I have so many things going on in my head right now, and I'm just like blubbing it all out, and I don't even think that's a word. Oh, I'm obviously a little exhausted, guys. But anyways, it's the end of the week. It's a Friday today. Once this video is done, I'm gonna chill. But anyways, we're off topic again. But anyways, so basically I spent the week just crocheting some of my advent calendar creations and just using the hobby yarn to create some chubby versions, and I'm just going to show you guys how they look. So I actually am really happy with the chubby versions. I was a little worried that it may not look similar to the smaller versions, because with the smaller versions I use the Hobby Friends Cotton 8/4 ply, which is the thinnest ply that they have for the Friends Cotton. And here I'm using the Honey Bunny, which is as you can see, a very chunky yarn compared to the Friends Cotton. And I was worried that the shape wouldn't come out as similar to the Friends Cotton, but thankfully it actually came out really well and even better. The reason why I was concerned is because some of my testers actually used chunky or blanket yarn for their tests, and they did email me saying that some of their shapes were a little bit elongated or different to what my final toy looked like. So for example, their head was a little longer than mine. And just to talk a little bit about that really quickly, the reason for that is, one, it could be the yarn that you're using. Two, the hook size that you're using may not be the right hook size for that yarn. So for the Honey Bunny yarn, I used a 6mm hook, and I managed to get it to, the similar shape to the little versions of the same design. So so hook can definitely change the hook size, can definitely change the shape. The other thing, which I think is probably the main reason why certain toys may look different to the original, is the tension. So for most of you who have probably followed me for a while, you will know that I use a really tight tension. Even with this kind of yarn, I don't know if you can see it, but I do use a really tight tension, and I'm just really used to that. I'm not used to crocheting with a loose tension at all, which is the reason why I fail on granny squares and clothes and bags, because I crochet too tight. But yeah, another reason is the tension. So if you crochet with a slightly looser tension to me, because I crochet with a very tight tension, then there's a high chance that your toy will probably look a little bit more stretched, or a little bit bigger or rounder. But yeah, if you know that you do crochet with a slightly looser tension, then it's okay to make adjustments to the pattern. So for instance, if your head is looks a little bit taller than this one, for instance, then you can remove 1 or 2 rows from your make, and then that way the shape of the toy will probably come back down to what is similar to mine or this. So that's just a little tip, because I just noticed that happened quite a bit with when testers test for me, when they use different types of yarn. And I encourage my testers to use the yarn that they prefer, only because I want to see how they look when they use different types of yarn and not sticking to the yarn that I use. So yeah, anyway, so I made the little turtle. I didn't embroider the tail, not tail, the shell detail. I actually tried it and it didn't look good for some reason, so I didn't add that detail on, and I didn't have any light green chunky yarn or the honey bunny yarn to add the freckles on. So he's a little bit more plain than the original, but he's still very cute and chunky. The next thing I made was this sun, and I really like the size of this because it's almost like a stress ball, or it's also a really good size for, I know some people like having a hand rest when they're using their mouse, for example. So this is actually a really good size for that. I didn't realize it until I made it, and then I had it on my table next to my mouse and I just rested my hand on it. I was like, oh, this is actually a really good hand rest when you're working on your computer or something. So but yeah, I really like how this sun turned out. It is so sweet, so cute. And I guess if you don't want to use it as a hand rest, you can use it as a stress ball, and if not a stress ball, then you can just stick it on a wall, or if not stick on a wall, just put it in front of you so it gives you some sunshine, some smiles as well. But yeah, so made a sun, which I'm really happy about. I actually started with the carrot first, actually. And again, I don't have the details because I don't have the colors. But I actually really like the shape of this guy. Okay, so when I first made this, because this was the first one I actually made, I was a little surprised by how big it got. I was like, oh, the little mix that I did with the Friends cotton was so small, and then when I used this, it got so much bigger. I actually thought it would be probably a little bit smaller than this, but not complaining. I mean, he's really squishy and really nice to hold and touch. So hopefully when I bring this to the market, people will love him as much as I love him as well. But yeah, so yeah, made a carrot. I made a little mushroom, which I'm actually really obsessed with. It's actually a really nice size. It's quite big again. So yeah, this was a very quick, easy make, and I'm obsessed with this mushroom. I really love this mushroom. But yeah, again, I didn't realize how big it was gonna get until I made it. The next thing I made was this puffer fish. I really like the color combinations that I used here. The colors here are different to the original design, where the original one was just all different shades of blue, whereas this one I changed it up to just be, you know, the baby blue and a baby yellow color, which actually comes out really nice. And he's so cute. And another thing, if you don't like using safety eyes or you want to be cautious, then definitely embroidering the eyes, you know, work as well. They still look just as good as the, you know, the safety eyes. But obviously the safety eyes has a little bit more detail on them, or just gives it a little bit more definition. But yeah, I don't mind embroidering eyes onto my, you know, chunky toys. In the past, I was really unsure because I didn't know how it will look, and I didn't trust my skills at that time. But I think I'm getting used to the idea of embroidering my eyes onto these chunky toys. So yeah, made pufferfish, and then finally my favorite, my absolute favorite, is the mallard. Isn't he adorable? He is my favorite creation in this whole pack, and I think I said that before, and I'll say it again. He is my absolute favorite out of the whole pack. And I didn't have the exact same colors. I just used green, pale yellow, and orange to make this mallard, whereas with the original it was a teal color. It was very vibrant colors. But yeah, this is seriously the cutest thing I've ever made, I think. I'm obsessed with it. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to give it away. I want to keep it for myself. And I actually want to make an even bigger version. Like, I feel like this is not big enough. I feel like I need to make a bigger version of this guy. But he's so cute. So basically, in the week, besides, you know, crocheting you know, toys, physical toy orders. I managed to fit in time to crochet, how many? 5? 6. 6. Yes, 6 toys. And I think the reason why I want to show you guys this is because besides promoting my new advent calendar, basically what I'm trying to say is each of these toys took me a day each. And I would crochet these at night while watching TV. Like, for example, the mala took me 2.5 hours to make. The mushroom took me, you know, 1.5 hours to make. The sun took me 1 hour to make. So all of these patterns are really quick and easy patterns to crochet. And also this is the reason why I want to make these for my market, because they were so quick to make. And I know that, okay, I've got 2 weeks left, which is 12 days, oh not 12 days, 14 days. I have 14 days to make as many toys as I can. And I know that I can add these guys to my day if I need to, you know, crochet. And also because I know that they're so quick to make, I can crochet these guys at the market as well. So another reason why I want to create an advent calendar was because that a lot of my creations are much bigger in size and takes, you know, 2 to 3 days to crochet. The creations from my advent calendar only takes, you know, mostly less than 3 hours, I would say, less than 3 hours. For myself, that is. For you, like, you know, for some of you guys, if you're a little slower, then it might be less than 4 hours. But still, that is still less than a day. So I'm really proud of these guys. I'm really happy about my advent calendar. I'm just really glad that I was able to create larger versions of them as well, just to see how they look. So that was my week. It was a long week, a really busy week, and today's Friday, and I am going to chill right after this video, have some more Japanese snacks. I've probably been eating too much, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Since unboxing all my Tokyo treats and Sakura treats, just between my husband and I, we've already finished, you know, more than half of the treats, and it's only been 5 days since we opened it. I don't know if that's a problem, but yeah, we probably should really stop snacking. But anyways, it's like a stress relief for me, snacking. But yeah. But anyways, I am rambling again. So I am going to end this video here. I am going to go and probably build some Lego to chill. Just because. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my quick update of what my week was like. And if you're interested in my advent calendar pattern pack, don't forget to head over to my website or my Etsy store. Just keep in mind the pattern is cheaper on my website, and there is also a 20% discount on all patterns in all my stores as well. So if you're interested, definitely head over there. I have all the links in the description box below. And yeah, so I will see you all very soon. I think the next video that I'm going to make is going to be about my market prep, so I'm probably going to be scrambling in that video. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!